Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 10 minutes. Please take your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the program will begin in 5 minutes. Please take your seats. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, our program is ready to begin. Please take your seats. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Florida Atlantic University's Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Edward Pratt.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few moments, we will begin this portion of the Spring 2021 Commencement Ceremony at Florida Atlantic University. As we prepare to honor our graduates, we would like to emphasize how much we all want to make this important occasion an orderly ceremony and to ensure that all graduates receive the recognition they have earned. To that end, would you please now silence all cell phones and electronic devices that could mar the dignity of the ceremony for our graduates. Air horns and other noisemakers may call attention to a particular individual, but at the expense of disturbing the ceremony for all others, denying the graduates and their families the honor of hearing their names called. Please refrain from using such devices. We also ask you to please remain seated during the conferral of degrees through to the recessional, so that every student who crosses the stage today receives the respect of our attention. The ceremony will begin with the procession of the platform party. Following the presentation of colors, national anthem, and speaker remarks, the awarding of degrees will begin with the doctoral candidates, followed by the specialist and master's candidates, followed by the baccalaureate and certificate recipients. The ceremony will conclude with the recessional. A professional photographer will take each student's picture during the conferral of degrees. The fire marshal requires that we keep all aisles clear, so we must ask that you not leave your seats to take individual pictures. We are also required by Florida law to advise you to take note of the nearest fire exit where you should proceed in the event of any emergency. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, to honor the graduating class of Spring 2021, please rise for the processional.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the University Marshal, Dr. Kimberly Dunn.
Good morning, Owls. Are you ready to graduate? Well, let's get this party started. On behalf of the entire faculty of Florida Atlantic University, welcome to the Spring 2021 Commencement Ceremony. Baritone Dr. Mitchell Hutchins of the Dorothy F. Smith College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music, will perform our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. accompanied by the FAU Brass Ensemble, led by Dr. Kyle Prescott, Director of Bands. Please rise for the presentation of colors by the FAU Army ROTC Color Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Florida Atlantic University's President, John Kelly.
Good morning, Owls. Dr. Dunn, members of the faculty, special guests, family members, friends, and members of the Spring 2021 graduating class, it is with a great pleasure that I welcome you to Florida Atlantic University's 129th commencement ceremony. Before I proceed, I want to thank again the FAU Army ROTC Color Guard for the presentation of colors. And Dr. Kyle Prescott, Dr. Mitchell Hutchins, and the FAU Brass Ensemble from the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters for the wonderful music we just enjoyed. I'd also like to acknowledge a special guest joining me on stage today. Joseph Borghese is the Student Government Vice President, and he is graduating today. Joseph. Additionally, I'd like to recognize the dedicated men and women who worked so hard to quickly switch to remote learning last spring so that our students could continue with their coursework and graduate on time. It took a tremendous effort from you and from the FAU faculty. Please congratulate and thank your FAU faculty members. I also want to take a moment to pay a special tribute to a unique member of the FAU family. Coach Howard Snellenberger passed away in late March at the age of 87. You're sitting on the field named in his honor as he put this stadium together. He was the founding father of FAU football's program and the Owls' first head coach, leading the team to great success from 2001 through 2011. He was the driving force behind getting this stadium built, helping with fundraising and everything else to make sure this would be a reality for you as graduates of FAU. And in 2014, we named it, of course, in his honor. He was truly a visionary and an inspiring leader, and he will be greatly missed. I would also be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the tremendous toll that COVID-19 and the pandemic has taken on all of us. Nationwide, we've lost more than 500,000 people, and I know that many of you have lost family members or friends. Would you please join me in a moment of silence in honor of both Coach Snellenberger and those lives who have been impacted negatively by the pandemic. Thank you. Graduates, it is truly wonderful to see you here today. I believe this is the first graduation ever in FAU Stadium. I've missed your presence on campus, from seeing you talking with friends in the breezeway to relaxing in a hammock under the palm trees, and our campuses just aren't the same without you being present. It certainly has been a trying year, and I know that the COVID-19 pandemic has challenged each of you in unique ways. We've struggled, we adapted, we mourned, but we endured. And today feels like a step toward normalcy as we celebrate the most anticipated event of your college career, your graduation. A few years ago, we started a graduation tradition, giving graduates the opportunity to take a selfie from their seats, with me contributing a photobomb in the background. This was inspired by NASA astronaut and FAU engineering alumnus Steve Swanson, who posted the first Instagram selfie from outer space. How about it, Owls? Do you want to continue FAU's selfie tradition right now? So everybody, take out that phone you have with you, turn around and take a selfie toward the stage, and I am going to contribute an owl photobomb. Thank you, Owls. That was great. Be sure to use the hashtag FAUgrad and add a FAU GIF sticker to your selfie in Instagram or Snapchat. You can find them just by searching Florida Atlantic. If you're on Twitter, I would love for you to tweet your selfies to me at FAU President. And don't forget to use the hashtag FAUgrad. Now please turn your phones off and put them away. We need the rest of the ceremony to be cell phone free as we honor all of you who are graduating today. I'd like to take a moment to say a special welcome of words to the family and friends in the audience, as well as those who are watching this ceremony via the web. I know how proud you are of your graduates, and I want to thank you for the love and support you have provided them on this arduous academic journey. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause for your family and friends who supported you. I'll share a few unique characteristics of you as a class. More than 1/3 of you as graduates are doing something that no one in your family has ever done before. You are earning the first college degree in your family. I want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to these first-generation graduates. I just want you to know how very proud we are of you, and I know that this is the first of many successes for you in life. I'd also like to thank all of the first-generation graduates by asking them to stand and be recognized for a great round of applause. First Gen. I'd like to acknowledge also another very special group of graduates. These are the men and the women who serve our country in the armed forces. Will any graduates who are serving in the military or who are veterans please stand so that we can thank you for your service and congratulate you on your tremendous academic achievements. We're very proud of the educational opportunities that FAU offers students of all ages. Our spring graduates range in age from 17 to 71. Let me repeat that for you, from 17 to 71. 71 of our graduates are over the age of 50, and 13 are over 60. What wonderful role models they are for their children and grandchildren. Will any of the senior scholars who are graduating today please stand so that we can show you how much we admire and appreciate you. Senior scholars. We also take great pride in students who achieve things at FAU at an exceptionally young age. This spring, 4 students will receive their bachelor's degree at the age of 17, and 3 will receive their degrees at the age of 18. Additionally, 5 of these students are graduating 2 weeks before completing their high school diplomas. This was made possible from the FAU High School's dual enrollment program, which offers gifted students the opportunity to study for both high school diplomas and university degrees at the same time. I'd like to invite these impressive young scholars to stand for a well-deserved round of applause. FAU High. Our student athletes contribute so much to the life of the entire FAU community as they strive to excel on the playing field as well as in the classroom. The Sandy Owls beach volleyball team has just been ranked in the top 20 nationally since 2017, and this year they just made you proud by finishing 12th in the United States. Congratulations, Sandy Owls. The football, the baseball, softball, and women's soccer teams each won 2 conference titles in the past 5 years. And I extend our congratulations to those teams who excelled while you were in school here. Will all student athletes who are taking part in this ceremony please stand to receive one last round of applause from your FAU fans. Student athletes. Graduates, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the founding of FAU. That is when the state legislature granted funding to build Florida's 5th university right here in Boca Raton. Just 3 years later, in October of 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson stood in front of the breezeway with the brand new library in the background, and he declared FAU officially open. The university had gotten off to a rough start, so it was a much anticipated day. Earlier that fall, just as FAU was preparing to welcome its very first class of students, Hurricane Cleo hit South Florida. The storm caused tremendous damage to the campus and delayed the start of classes. However, when the floodwaters receded and the power came back on, FAU's new faculty and students arrived, excited to begin a journey learning in paradise. Of course, the campus itself was no paradise back then. As you might have heard, the university was built on the site of a former Army base, top secret Army base, where GIs were trained to use a radar technology that helped the Allied forces win World War II. That is the ground that you walk on, graduates, is the people who allowed this country to win World War II. After the war ended, the land was neglected for more than a decade. And even when the campus opened in 1964, the grounds were very stark with little landscape and little green space. It'd be another 7 years before the trees that make up what you all know as Narnia were spared from the pathway of a new construction of a highway called I-95. And they were transplanted here by a faculty member, math professor Jack Freeman. Rumor has it at that time that the rattlesnakes outnumbered the students. Fortunately, this is no longer the case. But one thing that has endured is our commitment to opening the door of opportunity through education. When LBJ spoke at the dedication ceremony, making one of the few university in university history that was honored by a sitting president, he shared some observations that day that remain true. He said FAU plans reflected a new future for education in America based on 3 criteria. These are important to our soul. Full equity in educational opportunity, new learning modules to meet demands, new methods to teach many more people. And indeed, even back then in the 1960s, FAU's special emphasis on welcoming a diverse student body, producing workforce-ready students to meet the evolving needs of our state and our nation, and innovating ways to make education more accessible. This includes a broadcast technology that was developed then to beam classes to students wherever they might be. They were well ahead of their time in this pursuit, as some of the most advanced technology needed to accomplish that, and the way you learned this past year was not yet available. However, now, thanks to the internet, distance learning ultimately became a way that many of us has taken for granted. At least until last March, when the world shut down due to the pandemic, and it became our only option. I know the past year was not what you imagined when you began your journey here at FAU, and I want to commend you for this unprecedented way of life in which you lived. The fact that you are graduating today is proof, of course, of your intelligence, but perhaps more importantly, it speaks to your resilience, a trait that will serve you well throughout your life. You remain focused on getting this degree, often completely isolated from your professors and your classmates, while trying to remain mentally and physically engaged. And while difficult, there's much to learn from this experience, including the value of relationships and the creative ways we've learned to maintain those relationships from safe distances, like drive-by birthday parties and Zoom weddings. Fortunately, I think the end is in sight. As of Monday, more than 92 million people nationwide have been vaccinated, an important step in eradicating this devastating disease. We're closer. Let's clap, that's great. We're closer to being able to hug the friends and the family members and colleagues that we haven't been able to see in far too long, and be able to get there and see the world again. And speaking of the world, I hope you'll remember you don't have to be in a classroom any longer to continue learning. No matter where you go, you can always come back to FAU virtually to further your education. The freedom and opportunity afforded through e-learning are exactly what this universities were sounding in 1964 when they proposed new technologies. You've helped to carry out that vision and carry forward FAU's long-standing traditions of equity, innovation, and accessibility. You succeeded in becoming one of the most educated groups of people in the world during one of the most challenging times in recent history. And your legacy will serve as an inspiration to future generations who will look to each of you as examples of determination in overcoming adversity. Congratulations, class of 2021. We are so very proud of you. And in this beautiful setting, we now come to that part of the program where we confer your degrees. Dr. Brett Danilowicz, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, will direct the ceremony for the presentation of degrees. Dr. Danilowicz.
Thank you, President Kelly. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I offer my sincere congratulations to each of you graduating today. The faculty and I are not only proud of your achievements, but we are also proud of your commitment to completing this journey in spite of the personal challenges you faced amid a global pandemic. We recognize your hard work and resilience and know that with your degree from Florida Atlantic, you will be as successful in your careers as well as in life. And congratulations to you all. Assisting today with the presentation of doctoral degrees is Dr. Robert W. Stackman, Jr., Dean of FAU's Graduate College. I present the College of Education and recognize Dean Stephen Silverman. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Education please stand? Now, will the major professors for these candidates please stand? Next, I present the College of Engineering and Computer Science and recognize Dean Stella Badalama. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please stand? Now, will the major professors for these candidates please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for the Doctor of Philosophy degree, are recommended for the degree by the dean and the faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Philosophy degree for which you have been recommended with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto and appertaining. Congratulations, doctors.
The candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree will now proceed to the stage so that they may receive individual recognition of their achievements.
Jessica Lopez Acevedo, College of Education. Doctor of Philosophy, dissertation title, A Case Study of the Post-Degree Experiences of Community College Baccalaureate Graduates Transitioning to University Master's Programs. Major professors, Dr. Deborah L. Floyd and Dr. Patricia Maslin Ostrowski. Congratulations, Dr. Lopez Acevedo. Myron James Davis, College of Education. Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Living in a Borrowed Space. Racial Experiences of Black Male Alumni and Their Navigations of Environmental Dualities at Predominantly White Institutions in Higher Education. Major Professor, Dr. Cristobal Salinas, Jr. Congratulations, Dr. Davis. Lazaro Camacho, Jr., College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, We Need to Have More Conversations About Masculinity, a phenomenological exploration of masculinity and the undergraduate experiences of Latino men. Major professors, Dr. Cristobal Salinas, Jr. and Dr. Jennifer Bloom. Congratulations, Dr. Camacho. Melissa Sannon, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, If You Can't Make a Sound, Make a Peep, a narrative inquiry of the lived collegiate experiences of Black male students who dealt with suicide ideation. Major professors, Dr. Jennifer L. Bloom and Dr. Patricia Maslin Ostrowski. Congratulations, Dr. Sannon. Gerardo A. Castillero, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, The Effects of Mindfulness Training on Students, Counselors, Case Conceptualization Competency. Major Professor, Dr. Len Sperry. Congratulations, Dr. Castillero. Allison Lynna Copeland, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Teaching 21st Century Learners, an analysis of faculty mindset and the perceptions of technology use in higher education classroom. Major Professor, Dr. Tracy Baxley. Congratulations, Dr. Copeland. Donna Demasier, Doctor of Philosophy, College of Education. Dissertation title, Biculturalism, Familism, and Parenting Styles of Haitian Parents with Juvenile Youth, Impact of a Family-Based Intervention. Major Professor, Dr. Carmen S. Gill. Congratulations, Dr. Demasier. Alajab Sequai Alazami, College of Engineering and Computer Science, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Integrating Design Thinking Model and Items Prioritization Decision Support Systems into Requirements Management in Scrum. Major Professor, Dr. Sihong Huang. Congratulations, Dr. Alazami. Sharon Faithlyn Diane McKnight, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Emotional Intelligence and its Impact on Community Association Managers as Transformational Leaders. Major Professor, Dr. Valerie C. Bryan. Congratulations, Dr. McKnight. J. Janelle Wild Goose Carroll, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, The Root and Hue of Science, Black Female STEM Professionals in Palm Beach County. Major Professor, Dr. Valerie C. Bryan. Congratulations, Dr. Wild Goose Carroll. Melanie Ann Stefanovich, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, The Relationship Between Principal Cultural Intelligence and Graduation Rates of Black and Latinx Students, a Study of Cultural Responsiveness in Public High School Principals. Major Professors, Dr. Patricia Maslin Ostrowski. Congratulations, Dr. Stefanovich. Badara Alouine F. Tal, College of Education, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, The Perspectives of Higher Education Leaders and Business Executives on Funding Gap Between Liberal Arts and STEM Education, a Case Study. Major Professors, Dr. Jarrett B. Warshaw and Dr. Meredith Montford. Congratulations, Dr. Tal.
Virginia Mendiola Romero, College of Engineering and Computer Science, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Cyber Physical Systems, Building a Security Reference Architecture for Cargo Ports. Major Professor, Dr. Eduardo Fernandez. Congratulations, Dr. Romero. Andrew Michael Steinberg, College of Engineering and Computer Science, Doctor of Philosophy. Dissertation title, Path Planning Algorithms for Unmanned Aircraft Systems with a Space-Time Graph. Major Professors, Dr. Mihalia and Yonit Kardey. Congratulations, Dr. Steinberg.
We will now proceed with the presentation of specialists and master's degrees. I present the College of Business. Will Associate Dean Paul Hart please stand? Now, will the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Business please stand? Next, I present the College of Education. Will Dean Stephen Silverman please stand? Will the candidates for specialists and master's degrees in the College of Education please stand? Now, I present the College of Engineering and Computer Science. Will Dean Stella Badalama please stand? Will the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please stand? Next, I present the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice. Will Dean Nialise Luna please stand? Will the candidates for master's degrees in the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their specialist or master's degrees, are recommended for those degrees by the dean and the faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist or master's degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates.
Will all the graduates please be seated so we may continue with the ceremony? The candidates for specialists and master's degrees will proceed to the stage one row at a time so that they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I request that our guests please remain seated throughout the awarding of the degrees so that the last graduate to cross the stage may receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
College of Business master's degrees. Ariel Washington.
College of Education, specialist and master's degree. Lilias de Montenac.
Erica Randazzo.
Zanatial Knight.
Elena Sechova.
Claudine Talbot.
Esnaldo Fernando Vilobas Pineda.
Tiffany Winch.
Matthew Weiscarver.
Jessica Lee.
Dylan Sawyer.
Darielle Gadsby.
John Marting.
Alicia Young.
Ariana Alvarez.
Marie Mahovitz.
Joseph Saraka.
Tiara Miles Clark.
Thaddeus Sankey.
Michelle Ferrer.
Pedro Macedo.
Jody Elizabeth Morris.
Stephanie Lazo Harrison.
Jenna Mullen.
Melanie Evans.
Clara Diaz.
Alondra Ramos.
Shayla Deckel.
Vic Sharma.
Besamil Surijo.
Gabriela Zamorano.
Tara Duncan.
Jessica Dennis.
Darisha Bastine.
Abdi Sheikh Gupta.
Haley Yost.
Christina Karamat.
Megan Wood.
Samantha Baker.
Janelle Friere.
Jodine Emma.
Althea Brown.
Diego Hernandez.
Jamie Vermillion.
Haley Cameroon.
Anna Alicia Kappa.
Rebecca Wilson.
Sienna Del Mastro.
Ko Yin.
Alicia Dice.
Samantha Martin.
Joanna Footman.
Wendy Abreu.
Nancy Condemi.
Christian Jones.
Brittany Bonner.
Peter Gay Marsh.
Joanna Carrillo.
Carlos Sanchez.
Deanna Casper.
Thiago Silva.
Alexandra Colanejo.
Daryl Baggiati.
Joanna Bravo.
Barthold Leonidas.
Hannah Smith.
Kali Williams.
Rachel Laurent.
Kaori Courts.
Holly Babino.
Keandra Epps.
Rebecca Mangiano.
Ryan Johnson.
Laura Hall.
Heather O'Byrne.
Jessica Meath.
Kenneth Rodriguez.
Laura Atkinson.
Andrew Sparks.
Josephine Story.
Laura Azabache.
Lori Galupo.
Zubair Bashadi.
Ashley Shore.
Tamiko Brown.
Nikenje Burnett.
Deanna Povas.
Natalie Kennedy.
Llewellyn Evans.
Danielle McFadden.
Jean-Pierre Fernandez.
College of Engineering and Computer Science master's degrees. Fiel Sixto Cabral.
Leliana Cheli.
Curtis Woodworth,
Thomas Venuto,
Jonathan De Laura,
Mita Ana,
David Ordonez,
Paola Avila,
David Brook,
Paulina Parker,
Annika Tabassum,
Brandon Hadley,
Alexander Roscoe,
Karina Medina Villapondo,
Timur Yusupov,
Sabrina Kaplan,
Ahad Jayembi,
Moreli Mazarahi,
Arjun Sadaria,
Vicky Malus,
Priyanka Balikai,
Pao Nguyen,
Belkis Rukin Aimas,
David Borenstein,
Nicholas Gatcherich,
Lillian Goldman,
Brubeck Dewar,
Christopher McIntyre,
Samuel Avrahami,
Jordan Mack,
Karen Youssef,
Haley Solomon,
Jesse Schreck,
Justin Petrovich,
Chaz Taylor,
Brittany Dobbins,
Mohammed Hassan Kavosi,
Andrew Nemiroff,
Mushfiqul Hogue,
Michael Hopkinson,
Talsif Murshed,
Tadigo Azaridoku,
Elise Campbell,
Sujaya Bahati,
Ashraful Imran,
David Friedling,
Santiago Alzate Hurtado,
Elizabeth Ann Wren,
Cristian Alvarado,
Tyrell Siage,
Julie Velandia,
Daniela Martinez, Tarsha Brown,
College of
Jason-
Social Work and Criminal Justice master's degrees.
Jason,
Halia Robinson,
Jason Darling,
Ashley Conway,
Merit Karjilakar,
Megan Mims,
Adam DiPalito,
Whitney Kirk,
Gabrielle Esquivel,
Lisa Piper,
Carlos Sanchez, Martin
Kathleen Reed.
Silva, Yulia Shumaskaya,
Janet Madre Flores,
Olga Pishular Sar,
Tiffany Shalasi,
Adela Mendez,
Jacqueline Maciel,
Manuel Reboredo,
Sabrina Seeley,
Francisco Reboredo,
Catherine Flores,
Peter Oliveira,
Amy Max,
Michael Salazar,
Deborah Davis,
Alicia Ramos Rendiz,
Marette Crawford,
Gabriela Quintananar,
Jasmine Cicerone, Manuela Mejia, Yvette Duran Torres, Neetha Charles, Monique Johnson, Josiane Mendonça, Marjorie Berry, Teresa Bridges, Leah Reitz, Virginia Clancy, Rachel Ford, Sarah Beltran, Olivia Sierra, Sebastian Fastrick, Catherine Del Judas, Charlandria Washington, Jessica Oji, Cassandra Castillo, Sarah Meyer, Ashley Auerbach, Ashley McFarlane, Gabrielle Philemon, Cherie Elise Kaplan, Nia Stewart Winter, Barbara Queer, Allie Jacobs, Adalia Makeda, Sarah Lockett, Ekaterini Staliadis, Nicholas Weisberger, Kizzy Thomas, Kimberly Luberis, Jessica Lane, Adam Rogers Vasquez, Andrea Hanner, Serena Caselli, Jaleesa Beckham, Alexis Miranda, Laura Bentic, Kemley Felix, Soraya Thomas Villafuerte, Hannah Peterson, Hillary Brackfield, Maya Worksman, Jonathan Goals, Jillian Rabito, Courtney Martin, Brittany Stevens, Coralie Morin, Samantha Neumann, Talia Golden, Karen Capello, Tashawn Lindsay, Pamela Perez, Wilda Mondestin, Kayla Santiago, Justine Lyons, Colleen Chatfield, Diane Ardilla, Sonia Higgins, Garetha Florentin, Christian Nevarez, Icaro Franco, Vernol Lightborn, Juliette Lewis Just, Marisha Barnes, Leila Utaralde Fernandez, Kelly Barris, Zanine Audrey, Ashley DeGracia, Tarika Small, Jennifer Fullwood, Samaya Brown, Lanisha Nash, Tania McNeil, Joanne Howard, Jadesha Wendorf, Ajoni Haynes, Victoria Harris, Claudia Juarez, Tabitha Raymond, Angel Amezakita, Christina Calaillo, Dashna Clara Saint, Damiana Sosa Ramirez, Raquel Reed, Lawrence Jackson. Philomenia Bennett Nichols.
We will now proceed with the presentation of baccalaureate degrees and the Academy for Community Inclusion certificates. I present the College of Business and recognize Associate Dean Paul Hart. Now, will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Business please stand? Next, I present the College of Education and recognize Dean Stephen Silverman. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees and Academy for Inclusion certificates in the College of Education please stand? Now, I present the College of Engineering and Computer Science and recognize Dean Stella Badalama. Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Engineering and Computer Science please stand? Next, I present the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice and recognize Dean Niles Luna. Now, will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees in the College of Social Work and Criminal Justice please stand? President Kelly, these candidates, having completed all requirements for their baccalaureate degrees or certificates, are recommended for those degrees or certificates by the dean and the faculty of their college.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the baccalaureate degree or certificate for which you have been recommended, with all of the honors, rights, and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, new graduates!
Will all the graduates please be seated so that we may continue with the ceremony? The candidates for baccalaureate degrees and certificates will proceed to the stage one row at a time so they may receive individual recognition of their achievements. I request that our guests please remain seated throughout the awarding of the degrees and certificates so that the last graduate to cross the stage may receive the same recognition as the first. Thank you.
College of Business bachelor's degrees. Emily Prow Wayne. Matthew Figueroa. Caitlin Coker. Yenli Feiju. Connor Carreran. Fedlin Breville.
College of Education, bachelor's degrees and ACI certificates. Guadalupe Romero.
Megan Basilici.
Marcia Yellen.
Louis Accra.
Cassandra Dolores.
Freddie Quintananar.
Dina Maralea.
Ellen Weiner.
Elizabeth Turner.
Viri Diana Ryan.
Jessica Wartburg.
Blake Ginkgo.
Aura Giraldo.
Narika Dillens.
Chloe Aldridge.
Stephanie Shankrowski.
Angie Contreras.
Leonardo Costa.
Zaire Gates.
Michaela Harrow.
Shandisha Collins.
Wanderlei Oliveira.
Nisa Cooper.
Brianna Webster.
Genesis Fontanez.
Alana Myers.
Taylor Gilbert.
Felipe Rodriguez.
Andrew Esposito.
Kevin Figueroa.
Sarah Hawkins.
Eric Napfor.
April Bourneval.
Vladimir Rochabrun.
Daniel Gurr.
Sophia Murcia.
Francis Francois.
Austin Connors.
Jean-Paul Galavis.
Daniel Karate.
Jasmine Brown.
William Anderson.
Jenna Gentile.
Deborah Casido.
Jamie Seren.
Rain Meiser.
Rowan Schwartz.
Pamela Gomez Vargas.
Olivia Fortich.
Stephanie Davidson.
Julia Tucci.
Paulette Chang Fat.
Sarah Schwartz.
Miss Raha Zawirker.
Paola Perez.
Gregory Campbell.
Anne McGrath.
Mariana Santiago.
Jacqueline Brom.
Daniel Foreman.
Marissa Sidwell.
Benjamin Showers.
Megan Colery.
Audrey Lopez.
Melanie Carucci.
Jaden Blashinsky.
Kaylee Haber.
Michael Shapiro.
Mark Lu.
Matthew Allen.
Jakisha Nelson.
Jillian Hippler.
Ashley Higgins Bird.
Christopher Johnson.
Ashley Dennis.
Dante Groppo.
Lauren McDonald.
Daniel Bedoya.
Naima Hakim.
Muhammad Nasim.
Karoy Stashivics.
Roseo Placencia.
Karen Green.
Kristen Coppola.
Lillian Moran.
Joshua Tiller.
Catherine Eby.
Andrew Sternklar.
Kimberly Caro.
Trevor Roars.
Marie Simon.
Tyler Wolf.
Regina Petgrave.
Marisa Kunta.
Kelly Usher.
Chloe Earp.
Sarah Snyder.
Lillian Putnam.
Daniel Mooney.
Tatiana Menard.
Kayla McDonald.
Daniel Lormajust.
Sarah Frank.
Junette Darius.
Lazaro Morales.
Victor Garcia Retarth.
Tiffany Chapman.
Kevin Jimenez.
Robert Garcia.
Sean Ganga.
Haley Bonus.
Daya Abdelhamajad.
Olivia Kent.
Mary Williams.
Romy Pearson.
Joseph Burgess.
Morgan Glasshoffer.
Joshua Cook.
Nicholas Torres.
Heidi Galvan.
Elizabeth Lopez.
Brianna Roden.
Camden Baldwin.
Corey Shadamont.
Nicole Zigas.
Austin Bowman.
Roshina Polnice Subtil.
Larry Cabrera.
Raquel Rocher.
Rodrigo Moreno.
Nicole Lunham.
Belgi Janti.
Ariel Davis.
Carria Bertrand.
Sheila Filizare.
Casey Brasic.
Tashani Anderson.
Katie Huang.
Sabine Lewis.
Luke Segalos.
Tashika Jarrett.
Walkenzie Pascal.
Jennifer Cronson.
Rebecca Dumay.
Morgan McMorrow.
Tara Keshovesis.
Haley Marias.
Tia Fischera.
Leslie Haywood.
Erica Lamphere.
Taylor Guvia.
Dakota Neuro.
Carly Brutus.
Emma Cutler.
Delilah Langoa.
Alexis Krofchek.
Laura Pryor.
Pamela Penula.
Brianna Burrell.
Giancarlo Fajardo.
Diana Estima.
Courtney Fletcher.
Daniela Benavides.
Giovanni Tusquint.
Donna Joseph Oyeyeme.
Franklin Partis.
Bernadette Foster.
Alexander Parisi.
Viviana Hernandez.
Upustalis Torres.
Marie Thomas.
Savannah Crump.
Catherine Kennedy.
Haley Day.
Kayla Ogate.
Casey Kriminger.
Jing Sun.
Kylie Leon. Danielle Simpson.
College of Engineering and Computer Science bachelor's degrees. Stephanie Langlois.
Mildred Leon.
Danielle Martinez.
Jacob Hibbs.
Rolando Herrera Farias.
Haley Rosenboom.
Rolando Perez.
Catherine Gray.
Jorge Ramos.
Gianna Caetano.
Daniel Walker.
Giovinazzi.
Mohammed Ahmed.
Alexandria Canusano.
Michael Sarubi.
Emily Moreno.
Amadeo Ibarra Gomez Tegel.
Taylor Meloy.
Griffin Farmer.
Juan Pulga.
Rochelle Hartley.
Luke Jennings.
Tina Ho.
Brittany Williams.
Jordan Denuse.
Natasha Kiseno.
Donnie Stevens.
Ray Calamay.
Emily Rojas.
Bruno Pinto.
Ian Costin.
Trey Schatzer.
Mohammed Chowdhury.
Christopher Miller.
Nicholas Piperis.
Sabrina Linares.
Jared Hermans.
Tashira Johnson.
Arful Islam.
Matthew Johnson.
Jessica Minton.
Zachary Scott.
Stephanie Juan.
Awanya Galang.
Gilbert Green.
Alexander Weiss.
Nicholas Ward.
Max Nuevas.
Andy Wynn.
Robert Balbierer.
Bobby Revelo.
Tyler Suleri.
Orly Ita.
Nelsa Chua.
Carlos Herrera.
Ladimni Sanchez.
Saul Bilancieri.
Kiara Kowalski.
Samer Abed.
Juliet Para.
Ali Fatah.
Bianca Rivera.
Betulan Suthakaran.
Megan Smith.
Ryan Thomas.
Matthew Smith.
Amir Al-Ali.
Adan Diaz.
Fabian Moreno Barajas.
Juan Impasamato.
Michael Vieda.
Christopher Hanna.
Morgan Welton.
Crystal Point du Jour.
Tyrese Johnson.
Lisa Jagroup.
Patricia Desir.
Adrian Valapares.
Jasmine Penuela,
Allison Moindran,
Ademonia Lafortune,
Sophia Patino,
Eureka Desvarains,
Brianna Fitzhenry,
Peniel Beeson,
Tyrell Brown,
Emmanuel Ortiz,
Angelica Pararaya,
Terrence Jerome,
Sydney Wolfson,
Robert Jones,
Jawad Adil,
Juan Almanza,
Amir Hamza Khan,
Juan Fuentes,
Catherine Sevillano,
Pierre Alexander Perry,
Elizabeth Moya Diaz,
Carlos Pinto,
Paulo da Silva,
Saba Yassin,
Devin Bucard,
Devin Curran,
Taylor Sweet,
Shayla Steck,
Catalina Velez,
Josue Navarro,
Farlin Betancourt Gordon,
Rishi Patel,
Destiny Farrell,
Alexander Landry,
Dylan Samoli,
Isabel Tait,
Grant Kaplan,
Ariel Sanchez,
Lauren Darrow,
Felix Peña,
Catherine Garcia,
Ryden Michael Evanchek,
Jordan Weisberg,
Daniel Alejandro Martinez Martin,
Nicolette Gonzalez,
Derek Lundy II,
Serena Russo,
Ana Perez Gomez,
Lauren Petron,
Ying Chi Feng,
Justin Eden,
Charles Bermel,
Brittany Stern,
Julie Desson,
Kyle Lopez,
Naomi Silva,
Jonathan Lopez Campechano,
Kelsey Joseph,
Connor Menendez,
Vanessa Gregoire,
Jacob Bonnet,
Willie Miller,
Frank Vitarelli,
John Charles,
Ethan Samuel,
Coulter Robinson,
Arthur Moorjohn,
Ming Kong Situ,
Alexis Rains,
Callie Stefano,
Antonio Nichols,
Kayla Stefano,
Marcela Puyas Giraldo,
Donald Donnie Hudson Jr.,
Jacob Roberts,
Zachary Helbling,
Shane Subero,
Savannah Bogue,
Monica Deliano,
Robert Benson,
Ryan Sass,
Sarah Borges,
Cole Shaler,
Abigail Marshall,
Gabriela Parrott,
Manuel Alejandro Bejarano,
Tokni Rosso,
Siddiqui Brown,
and Amy Lasso,
Timothy Guzik,
Justin Garwick,
Joshua Sidoni Walker,
Herman Sutherland,
Bradford Davis,
Stephen Norman,
Jeff Slauson,
Anthony Kaminsky,
Daniel Chaudet,
Brianna Thomas,
Arturo Parra,
Caitlin Rossi,
Jose Frais,
Tyler Verdonk,
Javier Morley,
Tyler Botsford,
Adrian Muckle,
Pierce Eckelman,
Lad Brown,
Tyler Quintanilla,
Kevin Vignes,
Bertha Rosen,
Christian Crispin,
Dominic Paranzino,
Emin Mugla,
Alexander Tucci,
Gary Brandon Kendrick,
Rachel Gian Gregorio,
Carrie Grimes,
Sharice Crawford,
Jacob Adams.
Pascal Gachette.
Trent McNary.
Erla Luke.
Pedro Giglio.
Muriel Presun.
Johan Morio.
Matthew Sereno.
Arturo Garrido.
Alexander Sheridan.
Michael Trubayev.
Daniel Skistad.
Benjamin Loden.
Patricia Noguera.
Ivan Morin Kukuchev.
Sydney Hall.
Trey Brouch.
Erica Arore.
Benji Floridor.
Andres Combe.
Abdul Zarli.
Ashley Greco.
Lindsay Randolph.
Garcia Snow.
Samuel Hicks.
Christopher Natale.
Sertak Janier.
Joshua Ford.
Carl Flegar.
Chandler Oliveri.
Luca Rose.
Zachary Gamara.
Zachary Barker.
Sukoja Joseph West.
Zachary Shane.
Mark Bowling.
Austin Kendrick.
Jao Loledo.
Daniel Rizio.
Olivia Rosenfeld.
Miranda Davila.
Ashley Hera.
Mario Aparicio.
Fernando Nava.
Brendan Palmaccio.
Tiffany Stone.
Abigail Lockhart.
Derek Lynn.
Declan De Pietro.
Dylan McCrane.
Chad Kaplowitz.
Dong Pham.
Haley Rienzo.
Elizabeth Mosqueda.
Daniel Young.
Stephen Delgado.
Raymond Parra.
Natalie Kalmanzova.
Alessio Verdelli.
Ashley Ray.
Michelle Patel.
Melina Mahaber.
Daniel Gale.
Angelo Fleurimond.
Norlin Largespada.
Christian Fedor.
Jordan Matthew.
Anna Garcia.
Jordan Culp.
Karina Bringas.
Juan Certucci.
Carla Ricardo.
Genevieve Robinson.
Peter Perro.
Ashley Rust.
Jank Garcia.
Nadia Juggernaut.
Tyler DeRose.
Christina Terry.
Oriana Pena.
Thomas Trist.
Camila Gomez.
Hannah Malinowski.
Sean Gilda.
Marco Mota.
Robert Hall.
Benjamin Oji.
Galilee Sampson.
Alec Ramos Ramirez.
Andrew Garcia.
Alex Floyd.
Kristen Burgett.
Antoinette Peterson.
Wad Asa.
Daniel Scafidi.
Jordan Peretz.
Andrew Vladishkov.
Castney Cletus.
Jerome Ewan.
Sarah Davenport.
Remy Deloyer.
Daniel Sevilla.
Solvins Floridorn.
David DeRosa.
Ezequiel Elsius.
Kaylee Brennan.
Renison Joseph.
Jasmine Utset.
Ronald Walker.
Brooke Robinson. Ulana Conklin. Colton Valchus.
College of Social Work and Criminal Justice, bachelor's degrees. Giselle Romero.
Michaela Naradu Allen.
Autumn Bird.
Natalie Nelson.
Cheyenne Weiss.
Catherine Crocker.
Stephanie Firth.
Kendall New.
Abigail Moncourt,
Chanel Blackwood,
Sheldon Rose,
Logan Hunt,
Claudia Lesmus,
Elizabeth DePascal,
Evangeline Smith,
Luke Bartow,
Ian Huggins,
Nicole Valdeviso,
Nathaniel Stewart,
Sophia Shortono,
Jasmine Bovell,
Zachary Bartow,
Dean Lampodzina,
Taylor Goodridge,
Samantha Falkenstein,
Samuel Avers,
Ramdal Florencio,
Carlo Brutini,
Cassandra St. Hilaire,
Daniel Galindo,
Nayeli Diaz,
Candela Devesha,
Blake Hasted,
Samantha Havens,
Renan Louis,
Marcelo Oliveira,
Amanda Bornhofer,
Gianni Santana,
Francesca Demostheny,
Cristina Sanchez,
Michnita Clervaux,
Osman Leal,
Ashley McDonald,
Valerie Cope,
Callista Myers,
Alex Saban,
Carla Marinelli,
Angeline Medina,
Cruz Barrientos,
Tiffany Ribeiro,
Yvette Louise Scallion,
Cameron Bangert,
Tyrian Ellis,
Snegilov Josepha,
Vincent Fittipaldi,
Nicholas Luna,
Travis DePanisis,
Brandon Sack,
Vincent Piazza,
Rex Riley,
Jennifer Cespedes,
Glieri Alamont,
Miranda Khan,
Pablo Majares,
Carissa Vaccaro,
Dumoulin Julian,
Bonnie Walker,
Shelby Booth,
Grace Kendall,
Alexa Grande,
Christina Hill,
Lexus Dewitt,
Jadelyn Hamilton,
Silviana Kohler,
Amanda Yarrow Caballos,
Arda Argus,
Elizabeth Pysak,
John Foley,
Lauren Heller,
Matthew Hernandez,
Avery Van Dyke,
Jamie Lee Russo,
Christopher Collins,
Laura Rio,
Genesis Baptista,
Jose Davila Gasser,
Lori Schick,
Elis Profiri,
Viridiana Reyes,
Ashley Weisler,
Danielle Hoxter,
Justin Bryce,
Alicia Garcia,
Reese Williams,
Sasha Hectovert,
Ryan Porter,
Tiffany Polanco,
Thomas Colin,
Kyle Gergelis,
Gilu Jean French,
Marissa Biazzo,
Natalie Saba,
Shamir Aarons,
Alexander Marakian, Carl Paslow,
Nadine Laguerre,
Taylor Reynolds,
Dave Richards,
Jared Kondraki,
Cecil Roll,
Jack Agar,
Danae Francois,
Monica Yip Song,
Frederick Gabaton,
Cassandra Perez,
Jason Marcus,
Carolyn Dash,
Felipe Fonseca,
Destiny Dawson,
Claudia Rodriguez,
Olivia Bythol,
Tiffany Fernandez,
Shane Harrell,
Dylan Wolkowitz,
Carolyn Wofford,
Islan Montbranch,
Seth Savell, Denisha Sullivan,
Andrea Vergara,
Chadiva Smith,
Priscilla Ochoa,
Mitchell Hardigan,
Nicole Saldivar,
Jared DeSantolo,
Anthony Benita,
David Edelson,
Adonis Legrand. Luis Amador.
Rodrigo Estabila.
Julie Serrano.
Asila Reggio.
Sonia Nikolovska.
Kimberly Martinez.
Candice DeBlasis.
Brian Gama.
Stephen Beaujean.
Sarah Lachute.
Claudia Soacha.
Bethanina Anis.
Troy Herscovici.
Andrea Sackelman.
Alexa Riley.
Natalie Balaguer.
Michael McClellan.
Alexander Hashimi.
Fabriana Moreau.
Noah Sigel.
Amanda Leslie.
Matthew Fling.
Shanice Samuel.
Agir Bulvert.
Hulda Augustin.
Alexis Miranda.
Kaysen Bird.
Isaiah Verona.
Ariana Conville.
Neil Da Silva. Joseph Bell. Karen Vosetros. Nicholas Favoroso. Abigail Roy. Carmen Russo.
Daryl Edwards.
Marisa Angelos.
Sebastian Placide.
Nancy Ramos.
Jonathan Hackshaw.
Liana Ellis. Alexandra Ginos. Bruna Muko. Justice Pinzon.
Carly Goldman.
John Tagulbu.
Cassandra Brady.
Alexander Diaz.
Tiffany Bowler.
Nicole Delishua.
Michelle Wheel.
Brianna Sharp.
Natalie Ovcharev.
Dylan Harrigan.
Violet Byers.
Logan Kramer.
Andrea
Rader.
McLemore. Rhonda Lidas.
David Pedraza.
Brittany DeHonoring.
Whitney Prince.
Judaline Barthelemy.
Matthew Sternola.
Allison Kramer.
Oscar Bustamante.
Kayla Radiker.
Jean-Pierre Bukasa.
Leah Durst.
Delaney Wiggins.
Malika Syriac.
Megan Wankowski.
Ashley Brooks.
Michael Nemali.
Ashley Gaston.
Ashley Turner.
Katana Jean-Jacques.
Sarah Jones.
Cherie Brown.
Alexa Alashian Mowat.
LaShawn Hayes.
Solanki Espinal.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Gianna Minot.
Diamelis Vargas.
Kevin Pestana.
Martine Alize.
Juan Rodriguez.
Vivienne Estelle.
Barat Peshrod.
Kristen Moore.
Anthony Tessier.
Neil Sinha.
Cesar Tano.
Hunter King Lightman.
Austin Reeves.
Tiara Paynes Ayers.
John Kogelia.
Doika Lacomtree.
Tien Nguyen.
Adlins Alfred.
Maruf Maruf.
Rosalie Madrid.
Julio Valdez.
Andrea Gil Enriquez.
Lauren Clint.
Maria Josiah.
Kareem Abraham Guerrero.
Christy Germain.
Natalie Ordonez.
Eric Marquez.
Austin Smith.
Kama McDaniel.
Holly Lieberger.
Uvan Singh.
Claudia Wilson.
Willeen Charles.
Joselle Albalround.
Damien Lopez Serrano.
Diana Borgia.
Leonor Evangelista.
Enrique Santos Lopez Matas Ramos.
Cesar Diaz.
Brittany Gidden.
Paula Miller.
Gianna Mitchell.
Cindy Lisi.
Frederick Serwanka.
Johanna Carrasquel.
Daniel Lecomte.
Sophia Peterson.
Chase Latzer.
Macy Varnell.
Logan Peterson.
Tiffany Finley.
Anna Flanagan.
Mariah Range.
Matthew Ferrari.
Rachel Araujo.
Ruthleen Joseel.
Valerie Gonzalez.
Katie Cartilla.
Brandon Montgomery.
Brianna Santiago.
Jessica Rowe.
J.C. Turgeon.
Adela Baralaga.
Lavis Solet Ojed.
Bailey Luciani.
Sabrina Ferriol.
Deltavane Griffin.
Marilyn Santos Lopez.
Heather Gill.
Veronica Gill Pimentel.
Rafael Macedo.
Makivia Douglas.
Safira Curie.
Chelsea McLaren.
Sava Rahman.
Marie Oriol. Brian Garcia. Teresa Pierre-Louis. Samantha Sanson. Contessa Wilby. Brianna Lombardo. Laura Vargas Nino. Lauren Tippins. Ricardo Mesa. Jacqueline Isasi. Carolyn Antoine. Haley Wright. Dominique Cunningham Bent. Alejandro Sosa. Diane Unde. Pilar Unde Alfonso. Allison Gerard. Dayla Jaffer. Crystal Correra. Kate Bagatti Gaetali. Renee White. Samantha Prokop. Natalie Nunez. Jason Rodriguez. Christian Paez. Norma Chin. Jessica Ortiz. Jacob Klein. Dene Denton. Giovanni Dumore. Igor Sanchez. Jorge Diaz. Risha Thievo. Jerica John. Cynthia Germain. Zaria Thompson. Lee Mary.
I now address you for the first time as graduates of Florida Atlantic University. You are privileged to transfer the tassel to the left side of your cap and receive a standing ovation from this audience.
This completes the conferral of degrees at the 129th commencement of Florida Atlantic University. Congratulations, graduates. Once again, we would like to request that all of our guests remain in their seats until the platform party and all of the graduates have recessed from the stadium. We request that guests meet their graduates outside the perimeter of the stadium. Please note that in preparation for the next ceremony, the stadium will be closed at the conclusion of this graduation. Thank you for your cooperation. Dr. Mitchell Hutchings and the FAU Brass Ensemble of the Dorothy F. Schmidt College of Arts and Letters, Department of Music, will now lead us in singing the Florida Atlantic University alma mater. If you'd like to follow along, the words to the alma mater will appear on the screen. Please rise.
With the Gulf Stream breezes blowing, the search for truth goes on. Seeking learning, sharing knowledge, finding the meaning of the past that is gone. When nature beams with pleasant weather, we strive to learn to work together. Florida Atlantic, we praise and hail.